Nobody dares to touch you since you are no longer considered human. You're a walking force, protected by the gods. Approaching you is like invading on a sacred site. Your energy is so powerful that the impure of heart cannot approach you. Your very presence changes. Vibrations influence the energy of their environment. The traps set for you have unraveled, and the plots devised behind your back have failed because someone has a hold on you. An invisible but felt protection. The celestial realms recognize you. Divine protection surrounds you. You are not like most people. You've been selected. When it comes to a chosen one, even your foes retreat. Walk with confidence, not fear, and show everyone by writing 777 in the comments. Because this world is starting a new chapter with you. No power can stop you. You are protected. You are protected. Your destiny is sealed. And this destiny is a declaration of immunity. Greatness is earned not via easy times, but by perseverance in the face of adversity. What you've just completed illustrates once again that no challenge is too tough for you. You have silenced the skeptics, critics, and detractors who once believed you could be vanquished. While they sit in full confusion, comparing the failure of their goals to your unshakable attitude, you've established yourself as an unstoppable force that exists beyond of normal limits. The consequences are clear and irreversible. No adversity can defeat you. No plan can outsmart you, and no foe can overcome you. You are living proof that nothing can extinguish your spirit. Do you genuinely realize the significance of this moment? Are you aware of the significance of your present situation? Those who have slain giants and destroyed even the greatest have not dimmed your brilliance. This is not a chance. This is no coincidence. It is a recognition of what the universe has always known. You are destined for greatness. Consider your money for a second. Remember when money materialized just when you needed it? When outstanding obligations mysteriously disappeared? When unexpected reimbursements or opportunities emerged out of nowhere? It was not by coincidence. It was your financial barrier, protecting you from forces attempting to drain your wealth. They spent a lot of money trying to create a void in your life, only for their efforts to backfire. Their wealth vanished. Their investments failed. The universe doesn't care. What they intended to take away from you has been returned to you, magnified, just like a farmer who confidently puts seeds in the soil. I am certain that a large harvest will come in due time. You, too, have sowed the seeds of faith, perseverance, and purpose. And now, sweetheart, it's time for the harvest. Consider the financial breakthroughs that are now coming into your life. The new clients, unexpected doorways that suddenly open. Opportunities seem to emerge often. These are not random. These are the results of a war you were winning without realizing it. You have remained faithful in your path. And now, the universe is responding to that commitment. The seeds you planted with purpose are beginning to bloom, and the fruits of your labor are ripening right in front of you. The universe has recorded your unique energy, seen your efforts, and is now redirecting any money owing to you directly to your door. Compound interest is similar to an expanding stream, and now, at just the right moment, it is flooding into you. The laws governing success are larger than anything the world can grasp. They are guided by spiritual principles beyond the reach of human calculation. These are not only worldly rewards. These are heavenly provisions that cannot be explained by anything you have ever encountered. You may have felt like you were traveling alone at times, with your breakthroughs just out of reach. But let me tell you something. The universe has been working in your favor the whole time. Every prayer, every step forward, and every time you stood firm, it seemed like the whole universe was watching. I have taken notice of your persistence. The floodgates have opened, sweetheart, and your breakthrough has here. Every dollar invested in faith, every seed planted in trust, and every second spent trusting in the universe's goodness and abundance. Everything is coming back to you, amplified. If you are feeling an abundance of divine love in your heart, now is the time to share it. To help spread God's blessings, click the super thank you button on YouTube and donate $10 or more. This lovely present will touch not just your life, but the lives of many others. Each of you has a sacred place in God's grand plan via this platform, and your generosity will provide fruit for our prayers. Act now. Share your advantages to honor His kingdom. In God's loving hands, you were designed to do much greater things. May God bless you. You are in tune with your spiritual purpose. When you connect with it, The universe responds. It has no choice. It resembles a natural law. What you've been waiting for, what you've been believing for, has come at your doorstep, ready to transform your life. Do not see these possibilities as coincidences. Do not dismiss them as coincidence. These are perks, celestial signs that your time has come, and the prosperity you once imagined has become a reality. The harvest you've been waiting for hasn't simply arrived. It has already come. You're entering a period of incredible plenty. The universe's inherent nature is to overflow and supply abundantly. And that is exactly what is heading your way. With each new friendship and unexpected gift, you are being lifted, expanded, and enabled to live in the fullness of your potential. You are not only a survivor, you are a winner. And the results of your faith and efforts are now manifesting in ways that will astound you. The farmer watches his crops grow with patience and confidence. You too have waited. You have worked and trusted. And now the universe is poised to shower you with benefits so large and abundant that you will be unable to contain them all. So rise up, go forward, and ready to accept whatever gift that comes your way. Your moment has come, and the money you want is no longer a pipe dream. It is a reality. If you sense God's presence, click the join button below to be among the first to hear the most important revelations. They tried to silence your creativity just as it was exploding. That unexpected notion in the middle of the night, or the solution that appeared during your morning shower. That moment of clarity while driving. These were not coincidences. These were beautiful downloads. When they believed they had stopped your flow, the universe was working around the hurdles they had thrown in your path, infusing you with unstoppable inspiration. They don't comprehend how you keep innovating and developing despite the limitations they impose. Every attempt to obscure your perspective has improved your lucidity. Every hurdle to your brilliance fueled your next breakthrough. Every time you bring your ideas to life, you shatter another piece of their false structure. With each successive creation, you destroy another section of their jail. Your creativity is more than just a gift. It's a weapon, a powerful tool you've been wielding without realizing you're waging a war. Think about the incident that should have destroyed you. Betrayal, loss, and pain that seemed to be the end. Look at you now, thriving. Not simply survival or rehabilitation, but change. We are not only recovering, but also developing. Their well-organized attack, designed to break you, instead developed a new version of yourself. Have you noticed how others are imitating your actions? Imitators who emerge unexpectedly, imitating your manner, language, tactics, and spiritual practices. They are not admirers. They are energy scavengers striving to duplicate your power. They've meticulously investigated you, aiming to reverse engineer your success. Despite their best efforts, they produce nothing but counterfeit imitations, pale reproductions devoid of the raw vitality that comes from you. They don't grasp that your power is more than a technique or formula that can be copied. It is the culmination of your soul's journey through several incarnations. It is encoded in your spiritual DNA as a particular vibration that only your unique set of experiences, insights, and divine connections can generate. Their efforts to copy you are more than just flattery. They indicate recognition. They detect something in you that they cannot grasp with their limited, warped techniques. Their imitation acknowledges your genuine strength. Consider moments when you had an inexplicable impulse to change your goals or routines. Those times when you felt driven to choose a different path or cancel something for no apparent reason were not just intuition. That was your spiritual compass, directing you away from the traps they set in your path. They studied your patterns, projected where you'd be, and laid their trap, intending to catch you off guard. However, something greater than them guided you. They cannot see or understand the strength that enabled you to change direction. You were drawn to new experiences, whether it was going to a different coffee shop or exercising at home. These weren't random decisions. These were divine nudges. With those nudges, you avoided their traps, walked past their setups, and skirted their carefully planned ambushes. You were divinely protected. Many people may hear these words, but only a few will accept the invitation to their true power. It is time for you to align with what will benefit you. The Chosen Ones group sessions are now accessible on Zoom, bringing together people destined for greatness to form a powerful, energetic field in which the unthinkable becomes a reality. This is your moment, the moment you've been preparing for. These interactions are more than just talks. They are transformative spaces where awareness and energy meet, resulting in huge shifts. You stand on the verge of your fate, and only those who are ready to act will pass through. These halls have no equal in terms of intensity. It's an experience unique to this particular encounter. Those at the pinnacle of the obsidian inner order will feel the resonance of divine energy coursing through them as they awaken, connecting to the community energy like never before. Members of our most recent gathering were astounded by insights that revealed profound truths about ancient structures and their spiritual alignment, such as the mysteries surrounding the Great Pyramids as monumental energy centers and the hidden symbolism within Washington, D.C.'s layout, which perfectly aligns with sacred spiritual systems. Members of the Star Chamber have unfettered access to an ever-growing and deeper repository of knowledge. This is the turning moment in your journey. Everything you've been looking for will be revealed. Collective connection and divine guidance. These teachings will propel you to new heights, a journey that has never been made available to the general public. This is not just an invitation, it is a necessity. Are you ready to answer the call that has been waiting for you? Just like a shepherd shepherds his sheep safely across frequently challenging terrain, you, too, have a guide who goes with you along the unseen paths of life. Allow me to tell you something, sweetheart. This guide is more powerful, loving, and protective than you could ever imagine. Your seemingly out-of-the-blue activities are not random. They are God's hand, protecting and guiding you in the right direction. It's as if you're being poked, pushed, and sometimes even pulled into circumstances that your logic could never have foreseen. But your spirit knew just where you needed to be. You may not know it right now, but every stride, change, and unexpected turn you've made has been part of a divine plan to keep you safe and on the correct path. We're brother and sister. May God's peace be upon you today. I am here to remind you of a basic reality. Our existence is rooted in God's divine purpose, undeterred by the world's temporary concerns. According to the Bible, whatever done with faith will be repaid to God with tremendous blessings. Luke, like a big oak tree, our roots are deeply anchored in God's universal truth. His might protects every step and posture we take. You now have the opportunity to be a part of that gift. When you click the special thank you button and donate $10, this movement will return to you many times over. Beloved, the desire to make sudden changes, take unexpected turns, or change your aims with no apparent reason. These are not accidents. These are spiritual remedies, the sort of knowledge that comes straight from heaven. I want you to think about times when you followed an impulse, maybe something you didn't fully understand. You were convinced to change course or move in a different direction, despite the fact that everything around you recommended you to stay on the route. Perhaps you felt impelled to take a different route home, or you opted to postpone a much-anticipated appointment. At the moment, you couldn't explain why, but later on, you recognized how crucial that adjustment was, how it kept you safe, how it prevented anything that might have hurt you or deprived you of your peace. That was not a random idea or happenstance, my friend. It was supernatural guidance. It was God's hand guiding you, keeping you safe from everything that might have knocked you off course. That feeling you couldn't put into words, the yearning to choose a different path, the understanding that you needed to change. It was your spiritual compass, and the Holy Spirit was working through you. It is not a coincidence or accident. God's protection keeps you from falling into the traps set by the enemy. There is an old saying that states, "Not all who wander are lost," and you know that is true. You may have felt like you were traveling, making decisions that did not necessarily make sense in the moment. However, those wonders were steps led by the Lord. Every action you performed was guided by a higher authority who directed you to safe places, opportunities, and places for expansion. We don't always comprehend why events unfold as they do. We don't always see the whole picture. But trust me when I say that the Lord sees everything, and He has been guiding your steps all along. He knew what was going to happen next, even if you didn't. When you felt compelled to make that drastic adjustment, He was guiding you toward your divine destiny. You have a deep, unshakable knowledge running in the background, as well as an inner insight given to you by the Creator Himself. Even if you don't fully understand it, this intelligence is always at work, keeping you on course for the greater benefit. It's like having a spiritual GPS within you, one that goes beyond just instructing you. It protects you from harm. This supernatural protection system has worked tirelessly to keep you in the right place at the right time, even when everything around you seemed dubious. What you may have thought were just fortunate breaks or fortuitous moments were heavenly arrangements that aligned the universe in your favor. They were not just coincidences, but divine orchestration. Consider all of the times you've been through comparable upheavals, when your life seemed to pivot in ways no one else could understand. But in hindsight, you can see the sense in it. Those were instances of divine intervention in which God took the lead and you just followed his directions. It's akin to a parent gently redirecting their child when they're about to take a negative turn. The child may not always understand why they are being relocated, but they feel their parents know best. You may not always understand why you do what you do, but you can be certain that God has your back and is leading you in the right direction. If you sense God's presence, click the join button below to be among the first to hear the most important revelations. This security mechanism in your life is considerably stronger than you may realize. And much as a shepherd watches over his flock, he guarantees that nothing bad happens to them. God is watching over you, constantly leading, guiding, and guarding. You are not just navigating life on your own. You're journeying with the celestial defender, someone who understands the path, someone who has already recognized the hurdles and prepared a plan to overcome them. And as you continue to follow this divine guidance, more coincidences will occur. You'll notice additional nudges that guide you to the right place at the right time. And it is not only for your own protection, but also for your growth. The more you believe this guidance, the more your life will align with your divine destiny. You are being guided every step of the way toward success, money, and the destiny that God has already planned for you. So, when that sense, unexpected urge, or nudge hits, listen to it, trust it, and remember that it is not a coincidence. God's hand is guiding you to the appropriate location at the correct moment. You are not lost. You are not wandering. You are being divinely protected and directed toward your destiny. Trust the process and keep moving forward, certain that you are always exactly where you should be. You are behaving in harmony with divine purpose, which provides the most effective protection and guidance possible. Continue to follow those voices, make those adjustments, and watch as they lead you to a place of peace, purpose, and plenty. You are not alone in your journey behind the veil. Spiritual guardians work tirelessly to protect you. The burdens you've carried, the duties that would have crushed anybody else, have been eased by these higher forces. They've been there for you every step of the way, ensuring that no obstacle or challenge was too great. What may have destroyed someone else has served as a lesson for you. What may have broken the spirit of others has strengthened yours. You've turned the worst impulses into opportunities for advancement. What was intended to kill you has really made you stronger, and the forces that have sought to bring you down are helpless in the face of your might. Your endurance is just astounding. It's wonderful. You had the courage to stand when others would have fallen, and you persisted when the burden seemed unbearable. Continue ahead, when all indicators pointed to giving up. Have you ever noticed how, when you are fatigued, your energy seems to replenish itself? When your body and mind are fatigued, a fresh burst of vitality emerges. This is not only about willpower. This is cosmic energy flowing through you, connecting you to a power grid that exists beyond of the physical limitations of the human body. You're using an energy source that will keep you running longer than regular endurance would allow. Have you noticed how the energy around you shifts when you speak your truth? How do some individuals seem to respond when you acknowledge your genuine self? When you genuinely accept your own power, an undeniable energy develops from inside. Some people find this frightening. It is not only discomfort, it's a spiritual battle manifested bodily. Your genuineness generates an energy field that repels everything. It is not consistent with the truth. When you act truly, without filtering or compromising, you create a frequency that eliminates lies and dishonesty. The more you remain true to your nature, the stronger your protective barrier will become. Negativity is repelled before it can reach you. Your genuineness is not only a personality trait, it's spiritual armor, an insurmountable force that no weapon or opponent can penetrate. Consider your true nature to be a frequency that resonates with universal truth while causing dissonance via deceit. When you live, speak, and act truly, you connect with the cosmos. And this alignment creates a power field around you that serves as both a detector and a deflector, identifying and repelling false energy. The more you embrace your actual identity, the stronger this field develops. What you're feeling now is an unexplainable lightness, the surprising capacity to move freely in places where you previously felt constrained. These are the remains of old burdens decaying around you, the secret connections that have kept your ancestors together for centuries. A disintegrating barrier that has previously tied your bloodline for millennia has finally been eliminated, allowing you to fly freely. The ceilings that restricted your ancestors' potential have fallen, and the barriers that dictated their fates are no longer in your way. What formerly seemed out of reach and impossible to achieve is suddenly becoming a reality for you. Dreams that appeared far are suddenly becoming reality. Goals that were once impossible to attain have suddenly become achievable. It is time to share God's blessings by clicking the super thank you button on YouTube. With a $10 donation or more, you can help him carry out his plan and be a part of this sacred endeavor. Every donation represents God's kindness, and I believe it will come back to you in ways much beyond your expectations. Remember that His protection and blessing are there in every step and contribution. You become a part of His divine plan. You are a tremendous, bright being, as solid as the big rock that saw God's miracles. Feel the benefits of your compassion in your soul, and light up the world with confidence and courage. Be blessed, and let the light of the Lord guide you. This is not a fantasy. It is the natural result of releasing the spiritual baggage that formerly held you back. The confidence you feel now is not arrogant. It's the power of embracing your truth for the first time. The clarity you are experiencing is not temporary. It displays your true soul. Finally, without the shroud of inherited constraints, the broader vision that is developing before you is not improbable. It is your birthright, free from those who sought to suppress it. You are the one who stops the cycle, the one who questions long-held customs. If you feel God's presence, click the join button below to be among the first chosen and hear the most important insights as you stand in the aftermath of what was supposed to be your undoing. Surrounded by the remains of what was meant to destroy, you take this to heart. You've proved that you're indestructible. Now go forth in that truth. Walk with the confidence of someone who knows their own power. Live with the assurance of your unbreakable foundation. Allow this knowledge to guide every choice you make. Empower every activity and light the way for each step of your adventure. The universe has seen your triumph, and the cosmos itself affirms your place in the world. You are unstoppable and undeterred. You cannot be vanquished, now or ever.